What's happening, world? Don Bucks, host and creative rap and Dota, home of money conversations. So, before I get into this topic, make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit the notification bell because I be dropping gems. All right, today we're going to be talking about, do you own a business or does the business own you? And that is definitely a good question because we have a lot of entrepreneurs out here that came out of the woodwork since 2020, right? But coming up in the hair industry, because I'm entrepreneurial by nature. My dad is a barbershop owner. I've been working with my dad since I can remember. But one thing I always had in the back of my mind was like, yo, if I don't cut any hair, I don't make any money. All right. And I look at my dad in this situation and I'm like, okay, he needs other barbers. He has a business, but if he's not cutting any hair, he doesn't make any money. So basically, as a barber shop owner, um, in order for money to be made and you not be and have to be there, you have to hire other barbers. So that's a given. But there's other businesses out there that people have, whereas though they have to be there in order for money to be made. So that poses the question: do you own the business, or does the business own you? Like, can you just pick up and go, and money still coming in, or no? Right? I think I want to broadcast this to Facebook. Let's see if we could do that here. But that is pertinent questions, right? So, me personally, I want to be a business owner, but I don't want the business to be owning me. I want to be able to move around. So, I picked up this concept. Like, I knew as far as like wanting to have a barbershop, I have to hire other barbers, right? That's going to take 10, 15, $20,000 per shop, startup costs, right? To get that ball rolling. But I was trying to figure out other ways that was more cost effective, more cost effective ways to be in business without having to be there, right? One of those kind of businesses. So I believe it was when I was about 24. Uh, yeah, about 24, got introduced to Amway. But at this point, it was called Quickstar because Amway was like people was going door to door selling products and branching out, creating other business owners, right? Quickstar was the digitization of Amway. This was the transition of that way of doing business into the e-com way of doing business. So I'm pretty sure everyone at this point is pretty familiar with e-com. Back then in like '04, it was kind of fresh to everybody. Like people was buying stuff online, but it wasn't commonplace. It wasn't like what everybody was doing at the time. So when I was introducing this concept, see, I've been on one for a minute. I've been on one for a minute. So when I got introduced to this concept, I'm putting it forth like, listen, everyone is going to be buying stuff online. Why not have an online business? Right? Some people took to it, some people didn't, just like now. Always remember, 80% of people are not going to get it, right? I knew this for 20 years at this point. 80% of people will not get it. 80% of anything, majority of the people are not going to do it. Whether it's paying taxes, whether um, it's a lot, everything. 80% of the people are not going to do it. 20% of the people are going to get it, and that's just it. But I got introduced to that thought process at 24, that you want to be in a business whereas though you don't have to be there, right? Because if you have to be there, Your business is solely um, based upon your efforts and your efforts alone. Let's see here. Service only appear on Zoom. Services will only appear on your Zoom device. Yeah. So I'm trying to share this, y'all. Trying to share this. Maybe YouTube will let me share it. Let me see. Let me see. But you want to be in a business that doesn't own you. You want to own the business. So the point of the matter is now it's way easier to do that. Right. I took my business coach, Todd Billy, shout out to Todd Billy. I took his automation course, right? So now we have all these online businesses. You can still find yourself working in your business or having to be there. But the dope part about it is you don't have to. Basically, all you need to do now that you have your online business is put systems in place. So systems is like hiring employees, right? That's what my coach said, and I totally agree. Systems are like hiring employees. So we know now that having your online presence is where it's at. So that means having a website. That means having a sales funnel, right? So this is the whole reason behind creating content. You create the content that tells someone about what you're doing and the problem that you solve. You direct them to the link in your bio, the hyperlink. So that link can be a link to your website. That link can also be a repository link. So it's one link, but when you click on it, it's a repository or a database of all your other links. So you can have your website in there. You can have your YouTube link in there. You can have your scheduling link in there, right? Then once they click on that link, they can purchase or book you or what have you. You didn't have to do any of that. All they had to do was click on the link and go through the process themselves. The issue here, my issue was the content piece. And I'm sure I'm not the only one with this issue. It's like, okay, I'm in business. I have an online business. But it's the content that drives them to the link. So that means you have to post, right? That means you have to create content. That part can become a job because that's basically what it is. If you have to be in your business, you didn't create a business, you created another job. You dig me? And the thing is to get out of the job into the business. You don't want to create a whole nother job. That's what we're shaking. We're trying to shake the gig, right? So you don't want to create a whole nother job. Of course, you're going to have to work it first to learn it in order to be able to delegate it. But once you learn it, and it's something you want to remove yourself from, you go get some content created for you. Then you get a system that's going to post for you, right? Because you got to post. So you got to create content, and you got to post the content. So, boom, you learn how to create content. Then you can delegate the creation of the content. Then you have to get a system that posts the content, because if you don't, you'll have to be posting it. So now you done removed yourself from creating content, you removed yourself from having to post the content. And if you got digital stuff, you don't have to deliver it either, right? Or even if you don't have digital stuff, like if somebody buys something and it's drop shipped, you don't have to ship it either. So the whole purpose of having someone create the content, having a system, some software that posts for you. Now you got a business. And that right there is super dope to me. My business wasn't always automated. I was creating the content, I was posting the content. Now, if you follow Rapping Dope, which I highly recommend on IG, RAPPIN_DOUGH, you would think from the outside looking in, like, yo, this dude stay online. This dude always posting. Nah, that would have been the case some months ago before I took this course. This is why courses are a hack. It saves you time from trying to learn this stuff yourself. But took the course and I implemented everything in the course. Now you would think I'm posting all day, every day, but no, I have systems in place now. I went and batch bought content already created, uploaded it into the software, right? This is, I guess, something that you can take away from the 4-hour work week. Because you sit down for a concentrated 2, 3, 4 hours a week, upload your content, schedule out your content, emails too. You can do this with emails too, right? Now, content is going out and you're out living your life. Sales are being made, views going up on your YouTube. Everything is running on autopilot. That's when you have a business. Your business is not running you, or you have a business and your business doesn't have you. It's because you put stuff in place, systems. So shout out to Todd Cap on that gem. And this is why it's dope to have a business coach. All right. So I wanted to come in and drop those gems on y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and share this out with some folks that you think need to hear this. It's your man, Don Bucks.